Hey there friends, it's Mark from Men Who Bullet. Thanks for hanging out with me today for my weekly Plan With Me session. Excited for this week. I decided that I have so many stickers that I need to start using them. So I'm going to be using some of the stickers that I got in one of the recent monthly accessory boxes from Archer and Olive. And then we're going to set up a really cool weekly grid, and it's really kind of focused on a handful of things this week. Obviously tasks and notes are always really important, but I also want to include some trackers this week. We'll be doing a sleep tracker. We'll also be doing kind of a mindfulness tracker as well. The set that I got from Archer and Olive was very much focused around self-care and kind of, meditation and just focusing on taking care of yourself. So I thought, this week we'll put some of that into practice. There's some cool trackers that are in here and we'll focus on that as well. I was really excited too, because right before I got started today and I started to kind of sketch things out, I got a brand new gift from Leuchtturm 1917. This is their Drawer Griffle. So I have a few of their pens and they're super fun and cool, and they actually just came out with a mechanical pencil. Look at this awesome black color. It works similar to their twist top pens, so you twist the top and that's where your lead's gonna come out here, and I just think this thing is the slickest looking thing. So we'll be using this a little bit and sketching things out as we're going through too. Faber-Castell Extra Small, will be using this for a lot of our lines and separation. I also just have a gray marker. We'll be using the fine point of this for a divider that I'm thinking through, and we'll get into it and have some fun. So first things first, let's talk about how I'm going to grid out the page and how I'm going to use it this week. All right, so we're going to do a double page spread the same way that we always do. I always need the extra space. It's just a necessity. I know it is going to be. So on the left-hand side of the page, what I'm going to do is break this up just a little bit differently than I've been doing it in the past. We are going to use some of the grid space and the cheat sheet that I have in the back of my journal. But the other thing is, when you start to work inside of your bullet journal and grid things out, you start to just think about spaces a little bit differently depending on what you want, and you don't always have to follow those grids point for point. That's kind of what I'm doing this week. I'm half utilizing some of them and then half not. So over on the left hand side, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to keep this space open over here for tasks. We're going to have a divider here in between, and then on the right hand side of the right hand part of the page, we're going to actually break this up into 5 parts, and this will be for the 5 days of the week. And what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of like a divider inside of here, and this is where the dates will go for each one of the days of the week. So Monday through Friday with the dates, and then we'll have any task, events, things along that line that'll show up over here. So the way we're going to set this up over here is a little bit off from the normal grid spacing. Let me show you real quick what we usually do, and then how I'm just altering it just a little bit. So usually I would break this page right in half, but we're not going to do that exactly, just because I need enough space for the tasks, really, not so much this full width, because I want the rest of it for the events and things like that. So we're going to do 10 squares over on the left-hand side for the tasks. There'll be 2 that'll just separate these 2 sides here, and then this will be 20 total across here. Then what we'll do is just kind of break these down here, and these will have 5 squares. So it's kind of like 5 and then 15 is what this ends up being when you break it down. Pretty nice and easy. For the vertical part of this, I am just using this layout here that I have. So this is going to be 9 squares going all the way down. I just decided I'm going to start mine at the top. So there'll just be 1 left over at the bottom here. Not a big deal. Now over on the right-hand side of this page, most of the time I just break this into columns and just create like really quick, fast, and easy just note spaces. But this week I wanted to try to do something a little bit different. So what I'm doing is I'm actually breaking up these spaces here at the top and the bottom. And just to make sure that they're nice and equal, I'm going to make them 12 squares top to bottom. And I'm going to do the same thing here. This will be 12. And then this just leaves us with whatever's left. But what's cool about these pages, if you want a little bit of symmetry, what you can do is get the top and the bottom lined up right, and then you just utilize what's ever in the middle. I am going to put a small divider in between those, and then I am actually just going to kind of grid these off. So it's almost like having 4 quadrants, and this center spot is just kind of open here. This will be actually following along with what we usually do in this space here. This will just be 16 and 16 across the top here. So that splits nice and easy. So Again, the space itself is a little bit different than usual. Everything usually follows like a very symmetrical kind of pattern, but this week we're going to get a little bit creative. So now that we have this, we can go ahead and start to lay out our full page. All right, so I've gone ahead and I've sketched everything out just real lightly, so I know exactly where everything's going to go and give myself some of those grid spots. So we have the 10 spaces over here. This will just be for vertical tasks going across. I've broken this out over here, so this will be for like high-level notes, events, and any kind of like dailies that I need to take care of will be done inside of here. So we'll have the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th for this week. Then over on the right-hand side, you'll see where I've kind of boxed these out. So the top left is going to be a sleep tracker. It's probably one of the only trackers that I've usually kept up with throughout the weeks. It's a really nice and fun and easy way to track. So I'll do that Monday through Sunday. And then I just broke this out between 3 and 12 hours. It's rare that I ever get 3. You know, I'm not, burning the midnight oil as much as I used to back in the day. And 12 hours seems like a dream, honestly. So I ended up kind of in the 6 to 8 space usually, depending on what's going on during the week, but always fun to create a really nice visual there. Then over on the right hand side, I'm actually really excited for this. I've been trying to be more mindful myself recently. We've been talking about it a lot at work, about just kind of stepping away, especially when you're working remote and you're always at home and potentially always at your desk or on your computer. So there's actually a really nice tracker that came as a part of this that I'm going to put in here. And then in the other kit, they actually had a really cool thing that says meditation is hanging out with your soul. And I thought that was nice. So I'm going to put that over here. We'll have the tracker. And all I'm really doing there is like a mindful 15. Each day, I just want to walk away from my computer, not take my phone with me. Maybe just go outside, go for like a quick little like 15-minute walk or something like that. And just kind of focus in there. I'm not going to overdo it because usually whenever I try to do anything kind of crazy, I don't follow through, honestly. Down over here, I'm actually going to set up just kind of like a big task, like the top 4 things that I need to try to accomplish this week as just a reminder. I'll be following along with a lot of tasks and a lot of daily notes and things, but I want to put like the top 4 things that I really need to get done this week over here in this space. Then over here in the bottom, this is funny because I wasn't really sure what I'm going to do with it, and I'm not really sure that I'm going to really do anything with it. There are some just really nice, I'll call them more like decoration, things that have been inside of here. So just some little like I'm capable of amazing things and some like little stickers and stamps, kind of stuff that I might just kind of use this space for over here as more decoration, and then just keep notes inside of here. So it seems like a lot. It probably looks like a lot, especially as we're talking through it, but I thought we could just hang out, fill out the spaces together, and just have a good time. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is block off my spaces over here for each of the days of the week. And then I'll be using some of the stickers that came in here. The Monday through Friday is what I'll be using here, and setting those up and kind of getting these in a good spot. And then we'll go ahead and fill out the right side of the page after that. So let's go ahead and start on the left. All right, now that we have this over here, we're just gonna go ahead and put in the days of the week. So we'll do Monday through Friday here. I made them 5 so that I can just utilize this little square in the middle as my middle point. And then I'll just put the date of the week. So in this case, the 6th, we'll go here. Let me get this little one in here for Monday. And then we'll just fill in the rest of these. And then probably just use that same marker and just put in the number date. It's just nice to easy way to figure it out. I haven't always been a sticker person, mostly because I don't know. It was just something that I never really felt like was my deal. But every now and again, I find stickers from a brand that I really like. And the ones that came as a part of this, I think, are nice. Not all of them are really my style necessarily, but a lot of them are close. And the ones that I don't use, honestly, I can give to my kids, and they are very appreciative. All right, so all we're going to do is, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 from the bottom is I'm just going to put the number date that's there. All right, so now that we have that done, we'll go ahead and focus over here on the right-hand side. So this side, again, is going to be sleep tracker, a meditation tracker, big four like task to do idea for the week. And then over here, I'm just gonna pop some of these other decorative type stickers on there, and then we'll be in a good spot. This will just be for tasks over here. I'll add some finishing details. We'll have some fun. So let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and ink everything in first. It needs to be inked in, and then we'll come back and add in those stickers for each of the parts. All right, and here's everything that we have done. So we have our to-do section over here with our daily overviews on the left-hand side. Over on the right-hand side is like the action area. We've got our sleep tracker over here. I forgot to mention that as a part of this kit, it was an accessory kit. There's some washi that was inside of here too. So I thought the moon star one looked kind of cool. I filled in that space nicely too. We have our meditation space here. I'm just going to focus on a nice 15-minute meditation each day. Just again, stepping away from the computer, stepping away from tech, just going outside, just kind of focusing. And I think that'll be really nice for me and something I can definitely maintain. We also have our big top 5 goal section here in the bottom. And then also just did some fun with the section over here, which is really just a fun little decoration space. I'm capable of amazing things. Added some plant stickers, which always make me happy. And just a few little like doodle additions here. We're good to go. And then we also have another to-do section here on the right-hand side, which really is just a continuation of the left. So as I go and fill this out, I'll just come to fill out this space here too and have hopefully a really nice filled page by the end of the week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today as we went through this week's Plan With Me. I'll put all of the links to everything that's available, especially the brand new dry griffle pencil from Leuchtturm 1917. My new favorite baby is here, and all of the other pieces too. Hopefully this sticker set is still available. I'll link you over to archandolive.com though. If not, they do have some other really nice monthly accessory boxes that they've been putting out each month. So you might find something that you like. And you can also use my discount code on a lot of the Archer and Olive items. You can use menwhobullet10, and that'll get you 10% off all of the items at archandolive.com that are eligible. So thank you again so much for hanging out, and I hope you have a fantastic start to your week. See ya.